amazing, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Alright, this has absolutely slayed through 650 square metres of lawn. I had it on a 3 and a 2.5 on the front. So a 3 on the back, 2.5 on the front. Now this mower is just really solid, excellent construction. The wheels are nice. I really like the controls. I'll get into that in a minute. It's a 170cc engine. It's got a really big area to put your fuel in, and I really like that feature. And when you put this back on, you'll hear that noise, and that's it tight, so it won't let out any fuel. An excellent feature of this, and I just really love it, is the bag mulching option. So I had, for that mow, for the 650 square metres, all bag, but you can mulch if you want to, or you can do a combination, bag some and mulch other. So it's fantastic. You can do that on the fly as well, but I had that the whole time on bag. It's just done a magnificent job. This bag I really like too. This one's nice and full. It's got a little handle here, and you just pull it up and you get rid of your bag. Put that in the bin. It's nice and easy. The controls are fantastic, and it really need to speak about this. Firstly, we'll look at the smart drive. That's what makes it self-propel. So I have it in this position, but you can have it in other positions if you like it there and want to use it there and use like half strength. You can do that, but I like using the full strength, which I'll get about half the strength going through there, but then you push right through the motion and you'll feel it go a little bit faster, a little bit slower if you sit here. So it was nice and easy to start. You've got stop, slow and fast. So you just put it on the slow here and then just turn it over. There you go. So for getting the blades to work, there's I suppose a 2-phase safety to it. So this is the blade control, but if you just use this by itself, the blades won't work. You have to push the button first and then pull. So that will make the blades work. So I'll show that again. Push the button, then pull. And you'll hear the revs go right up. And then when you let it go, the blades stop, but the engine still goes. So if you wanted to start it again, you're not going to get it unless you press the button and then pull it. The adjustment is quite good. It's all on one side and it's all well marked out. So I did a little bit of experimenting here, and I found that 2.5 was good for this area. And especially when you're going up the slopes, you might just want that little bit more. So you can just do that quite easily on the fly while the mower's going. The back, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can go rather high and rather low. So I found that 1 was probably too deep for the cut here. You have to pull it up while you're doing it. And it goes rather high. So can you see the blades there? You've also got this back bit here, which protects you from stones. It also leaves a nice finish as well. I'm going to come more this side to see it. Yeah. I've had a couple of mows in this area. This area takes me about 20 minutes. You reckon?
Maybe. Yeah,
20, 25 minutes for 650 square metres of lawn, and this slayed through it. There's a couple of times where I had it a bit too low, a few thatchy bits there where it struggled a bit, but that was because the mower was too low. The other day did a 3 and then I brought it down to a 2, and I've left it a few days now, and I had to bring it up to a 3. I do suspect if I went over this with a number 2 that it would do quite well. Probably scalp a little bit because I've got a few little areas that are scalped, but this lawn is really doing quite well, and we're going to be looking after it this season with some of our treatments and trying some different mowers out on it. But anyway, what would I give this mower, and who's it really suited for? This mower is really suited for people that have got kikuyu and buffalo, definitely. Thick lawns, this will handle it. This will do cooch as well, but you really need to be growing your cooch probably about at least 15 millimeters high, and this will do a nice low mower that I would suspect. I haven't tried it. My lawn at the old house, that's 8 millimeters, and this doesn't quite touch it, so this won't do the super low mows. But for your kikuyu at your 15 to 25 millimeter level, this is perfect. Similarly for buffalo, and it's just leaving a beautiful finish here, and it was certainly noticed by the students when they were here on Tuesday. So they came along and they saw a nice beautiful lawn. Bit of history of this lawn. I put it in. After I put it in, I did some initial care, but through about halfway through November and December I needed to take some time off. So the groundskeeper here was just going over it with a ride-on, hence why there's a few rough bits here. He's gone up the hills and he's dug into it a bit. But look, other than that, this is looking fantastic, and now that we've given it a few mows with the Honda, it's just brilliant. Anyway, what would I give this out of 10? Honestly, I'd give it a 9.5. The smart drive and being self-propelled, even though this is a big area of lawn, I feel really refreshed after it. You know, I was 20-25 minutes at a guess.
Yeah. Just
slayed through that, and it just was lovely and fun to use. The 0.5 I do take off of is the bag catcher. Look, I do like the bag catcher. It's got a nice metal frame to it, so it's definitely solid. The material is excellent, but I'd really love a handle of some sort just here. That would just make it that little bit easier. I know there's a handle up here to hold it, but you know, you just would really like to have it holding at 2 points when you're tipping, especially a heavy bag of clippings. But other than that, it's just fantastic. Well, anyway, I have really enjoyed this Honda, and thank you very much to Honda Australia for giving us a go of it. They gave it to us a couple of months before they're releasing it, so the day that I'm doing this video is what is it today? Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4 days before the actual release of the mower onto the market. So if you go to your Honda dealers, this will be there. And price, I believe it's in the $899 bracket. I'll have to double check with Honda before I drop this video. So if you're enjoying our videos, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and get your lawn on. Just wow, eh?
make sure it doesn't peck something. Isn't it gorgeous? Well, he's gonna I'm scared he's gonna come and peck something, peck through the window.